MadCap Flare lets you create as many outputs as you need, and you can choose from several different output types. Some of these output types are considered online formats, and others are considered print-based formats, and then there are a few others that are somewhat unique. Also, some of these output types stand out as those we recommend, while this one is an older legacy format. And then there are a couple that are deprecated, which we'll explain in a moment. So which output formats should you use? Do you need just one, or do you need multiple output types? Well, that all depends on what you want to accomplish. Some people need outputs for the web. Some people need outputs for the desktop. Some people need traditional manuals with page numbers. Some people need miniature output that displays on a device like an iPhone. And many people need a combination of these. When you're ready to generate output from your project, you begin by creating a target. You can do this by opening the project organizer, right-clicking on the Targets folder, and choosing Add Target. After giving the target a name, you choose the output type from this drop-down. Let's take a quick look at some of these output types. First, there is the online output that we recommend above all the others. It's called Html5. You can use this output on the web, uploading the output files to a web server. In this day and age, almost everybody wants or needs web-based output. But Html5 can also be used as desktop output, with the output files being stored on the machine of the end user. Compared with other online outputs, Html5 looks newer, results in better markup, and has features that the other output types just don't have. It includes search with context, it has an advanced server-based option, and more. Also with Html5, each topic has a specific page address, which makes it easy to send others a link to a specific topic. There are a few different varieties of Html5, depending on the skin that you choose. First, you can create Html5 output designed to look like a modern website. You can choose side navigation output, where the main navigation is positioned at the left or right of the screen. Or you can produce top navigation output, where the main navigation is positioned at the top. Side navigation and top navigation outputs are both frameless and include built-in search bars to find specific content. These formats are also quite flexible, allowing you to create context-sensitive menus, additional search bars, and toolbars. Alternatively, you can generate Html5 tri-pane output, which uses a traditional help system format with 3 distinct frames: a navigation pane on the left, a toolbar and search on the top, and the main body pane. The main difference between this format and side navigation is that the tri-pane format is not frameless and not quite as flexible. You also have the option of creating Html5 skinless output. In this case, you would not have built-in main navigation at all. To navigate from topic to topic, you can include links such as cross-references, or you can insert proxies that let you create search bars, menus, or toolbars anywhere you like. One of the best things about Html5 output, especially the side and top navigation formats, is that it works very nicely with responsive web design. This means that the output can shift and change automatically based on the size of the screen displaying it. For example, you might be looking at Html5 output on a large monitor, and it looks like this. But on a tablet, that same output changes to look like this. And then on a smartphone, it changes again to look like this. So instead of having to create 3 different outputs for those devices, you create just one. Another huge benefit of Html5 is the ability to incorporate micro-content into the output. Micro-content is what it sounds like: short, concise information that stands alone and is easily consumable. In Flare, it begins with the creation of a collection of brief phrases and corresponding responses, such as questions and answers. After generating Html5 output, these phrase response combinations can be used in different ways as users interact with your output. The easiest, quickest way to use micro-content is to include it in the search results of your Html5 output. What happens is that you'll get featured snippets that appear at the top of your search results. This makes it much easier for your readers to find specific steps or other information quickly. You can also create print-based output from your Flare project. By print-based, we simply mean that these output types are designed to show content in a traditional way, like a book with page numbers and so on. When it comes to print-based output, the output type we recommend most is PDF. You can get several PDF options to control things such as image compression, document properties, how pages are initially shown, security, and more. Another popular print-based format is Microsoft Word. Some people use this format so that they can send documents to others for review and editing. If you set your topics in Flare to track changes, you can also choose an option in the Advanced tab of the target editor for both Word and PDF to preserve your track changes. These will carry over into your Word or PDF output, along with any annotations you may have added. When reviewers are done with the Word document, they return it to the Flare author, who then imports the document back into the Flare project. A more streamlined way to perform topic reviews is to use MadCap Central in conjunction with Flare. This method lets subject matter experts and other authors review your topics and provide feedback in the cloud. And multiple people can be reviewing the same topic simultaneously. For more about this workflow, see this topic in the online help: However, if you're most comfortable with generating Word output for review purposes, it's available to you. There are also a few other unique output types you can produce. One of these is clean Xhtml. This online output format produces basic HTML files that are free of MadCap-specific tags and not dependent upon other MadCap-generated files. The output does not include any skins, search, navigation, or other extra features. It is simply your single-sourced content. This allows you to repurpose your output in many flexible ways. For example, you might want to embed the output files into your company's software application. You might also perform other types of post-processing tasks with the output. And one of the best uses of clean Xhtml output is to publish it to Salesforce or Zendesk. See this online help topic for more about that. Then there is Ditta. This is an XML-based markup language with its own schema for authoring, producing, and delivering technical information. If you don't know what Ditta is, chances are you don't need to. It's usually only used by very large companies that need a way to maintain better consistency for tons of documentation with an army of writers. Another unique output type is Eclipse Help. This is designed specifically for content developers who want to use Flare to author an Eclipse Help plugin. A plugin lets you extend the existing help contents that come with the Eclipse integrated development environment. And then there is EPUB, which lets you create digital books or ebooks. These can be read on devices such as Kindle, Nook, iPad, and more. This output does not fit neatly into either the online or print-based categories. Like print-based outputs, it's meant to be read from one page to the next like a book. But unlike the other print-based outputs, it has some unique online qualities, and the page content reflows according to the device. Flare also lets you create HTML5 or CHM output. This is an older legacy output that you can read about in the online help. Unless your company specifically wants or needs you to produce the HTML help, you should use the newer HTML5 format instead. And finally, you might notice a couple of output types that are listed as deprecated. These are Web Help and Web Help Plus. By deprecated, we mean that these output types are slated for removal from Flare in a future release. These formats are no longer used by most authors. That's because HTML5 can pretty much do everything that these can do, and more. Not only that, but HTML5 can typically do those things much better. So those are the basics about Flare's many output types. If you're still not sure about which output formats are for you, open the online help topic called Output Type Comparison Tables. This contains several tables that show the output types side by side, highlighting their characteristics and indicating which features in Flare are supported in each format. Hopefully this helps you to make a decision that's best for you. And after you add a target with a particular output type, you can open it in the target editor to customize it in all kinds of ways. See this online help topic for more about editing targets. So there you go. Happy authoring!